Hello, and welcome back to Empower Your Mind, the podcast where you improve your English and empower your life at the same time. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a topic that every successful person has faced, but not everyone talks about openly: failure. Yes, failure. It's one of the most uncomfortable, painful, and even embarrassing experiences we go through. But here's the truth. Every great success story includes failure. In fact, failure isn't just something to avoid, it's something to embrace. In this episode, we'll explore how failure shapes your growth, why it's a powerful teacher, and how the most resilient, successful people use failure to their advantage. If you've ever failed at something and felt stuck, discouraged, or lost, this episode is for you. And as always, we'll use clear, slow English to help you improve your listening skills, learn powerful vocabulary, and feel more confident in both language and life. So grab your notebook, get comfortable, and let's talk about how embracing failure can lead to your biggest breakthroughs. Part 1: Why we fear failure. Let's begin with an important question. Why do we fear failure so much? From a young age, many of us are taught that failure is bad. At school, failing a test means you didn't study hard enough. At work, failing a project can make you feel embarrassed or ashamed. In relationships, failure might feel like rejection or loss. But here's the problem. If we always try to avoid failure, we also avoid growth. Failure is a part of life. It's part of learning, and it's part of becoming strong. We fear failure because we're afraid of judgment. We worry about what others will think. We don't want to look weak. But the truth is, failing doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're trying. And trying, especially when something is hard, is a sign of courage. Part 2: Famous failures and what they teach us. Now let's talk about some famous people who failed before they succeeded. Walt Disney. Walt Disney was once told he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. His first animation studio went bankrupt, but he didn't give up. He kept learning, kept creating, and eventually he built the Disney empire we know today. J.K. Rowling. Before publishing Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling was rejected by over 10 publishers. She was broke, depressed, and a single mom. But she believed in her story, and today, Harry Potter is one of the best-selling book series in history. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was cut from his high school team. Imagine that, being told you're not good enough. But he trained harder and used failure as motivation. These stories show us something important. Failure isn't the end. It's a step on the way to success. Part 3: The psychology of learning through mistakes. Let's go deeper. Why is failure such a good teacher? When we succeed, we feel good, but we often don't stop to think deeply about why we succeeded. We just move on. But when we fail, we reflect, we analyze, we ask questions like, what went wrong? What can I change next time? How can I grow from this? This process of reflection and learning is where real growth happens. Your brain learns more when you make mistakes because mistakes create stronger memories and teach you how to improve. In science, this is called productive failure. It means that failing actually helps you become better in the long run. So next time you make a mistake, don't feel ashamed. Feel curious. Ask, what can this teach me? Part 4. How to reframe failure as feedback. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful mindset shifts. Reframing failure as feedback. When you fail, it doesn't mean you're broken or bad. It just means something didn't work. That's all. Think of failure like a compass. It's pointing you in a new direction. Here are some examples. If you fail an English test, it means you now know where your weak spots are. That's feedback. Now you can study those areas and improve. If your business idea doesn't work, you learn what the market needs. That's feedback. You can change your strategy. This mindset turns failure from a dead end into a detour. Here's a quote to remember. There is no failure, only feedback. Robert Allen. Part 5. Practical tips for bouncing back. Let's make this practical. When you experience failure, how do you bounce back? Here are 5 simple steps. 1. Pause and feel. It's okay to feel sad, disappointed, or frustrated. Don't hide from your emotions. Allow them. Feel them, but don't stay stuck in them. 2. Reflect and learn. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What can I do differently next time? Write it down. 3. Normalize it. Remind yourself, everyone fails, even the best in the world. You're not alone. This is part of the process. 4. Try again. Smarter. Take what you've learned and try again with a new approach. Remember, doing the same thing again without change will lead to the same result. 5. Celebrate the effort. You tried. You showed up. That matters. You're already ahead of those who never tried at all. Part 6. Stories from real life. Here are 2 short real-life stories to inspire you. Anna's story. Learning English. Anna is a student who wanted to learn English for her dream job, but she failed the language exam twice. She felt like giving up, but instead, she asked her teacher for help. She started listening to podcasts, reviewing vocabulary every day, and practicing small conversations. The 3rd time, she passed, and now she works in an international company. Her failure didn't stop her. It trained her. David's story, starting a business. David wanted to open a coffee shop. His first shop failed after 1 year. He lost money and felt embarrassed. But he didn't stop. He asked customers what they didn't like. He studied marketing. He saved up and tried again. His second shop became a local favorite. Failure was just part of the path. Part 7. How to create a healthy relationship with failure. Want to live a bold, brave life? You need to become friends with failure. Here's how to build that mindset. Talk about your failures with friends or mentors. Don't hide them. Keep a failure journal. Write down what didn't work and what you learned. Set learning goals, not just success goals. Instead of, I must succeed, say, I will learn something valuable, no matter the result. Surround yourself with growth-minded people who support you when things go wrong. Part 8, Final Reflections, Motivation Boost. Let's end with a powerful truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every mistake, every setback, every failure is giving you the tools you need to grow, improve, and reach your goals. Don't let failure define you. Let it refine you. So the next time you fall, get back up. Dust yourself off. Say, this is not the end. This is part of my story. Because it is. You are stronger than you think, and your greatest success may come right after your biggest failure. Before we go, let's take one final moment to remember this. Failure is not final. Failure is not fatal. Failure is feedback. Every person you admire has failed, often more than once. What made them different is not that they avoided failure, but that they grew from it. You can do the same. So the next time you feel like you failed, take a breath. Remind yourself, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm becoming stronger. Keep moving forward, even one small step at a time. Because success isn't about being perfect. It's about being persistent. Thank you for listening to Empower Your Mind. If this episode helped you see failure in a new way, please give it a like, leave a comment, and share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until next time, stay brave, stay committed, and keep empowering your mind.